Okay. You know what bugs me about this whole thing is these two events has fucked with me and my daughter's relationship. You know, the first thing that T-Mobile did after they made a mistake, how hard I tried to keep it away from her affecting her, but handling it a felony, I mistaken identity turned into finding out about a crime. She was threatened, and the way she was threatened, it was to turn her against me. These folks making it where it looks like what I was trying to prove would fuck with her world. I've had anxiety my whole life. I feel people's pains. I'm an introvert. I've experienced things in my life that are so deep, and I stay home. I don't like anybody around me because the few times I allowed anybody, it's not like I'm around a whole bunch of people. That's how I got drugged in human trafficking. Man, she was an Eastern Star. She was a Lynx. She was an Andorra. You know, mom was up there in the high profile society. And she did high fashion modeling shows with Fashion Fair, the black models, and all this other stuff. And trained kids, little girls to model. She wasn't from the street. You know, to get 60 years old and find out and then look back and look at your children, nothing's changed. And who does that? Who intentionally goes out of their way to target somebody for some shit? You know who does that? Someone who's committing a huge ass crime. And they always pick somebody that are thrown so far off, they won't even know how to come back to even look at anything and see it right. A kid. You know? Doesn't matter what color. Who knows? Lisa Audet was Caucasian. You know? I know. Bottom line is, I need this fixed, man. Me and my girls get along fine. Right now, my baby's not even answering the phone. She's not even looking at anything I'm sending her. I need her to call non-emergency and make a police call to get a incident number to tie into this so I can send it to the DA's office. They're forging. That's why they wanted me beat down. No one punches a person in the back of the head and watch a fight all the way to the end to see why. How would they even know that that man wanted my phone unless they knew beforehand? Because I didn't know. Because it was happening so bad. I didn't know until it dropped. When I finally got loose and it fell on the ground, we both went down for it together at the same time. I swooped it up. That's when he grabbed me and threw me against the dang blasted mailboxes. And I almost lost consciousness. When I hit, I slid down and I said, "Wake your ass up." They watched it that fucking far. If they didn't know that they were going to take my phone beforehand, because in the beginning, he was trying to feed it to me. He had both hands trying to shove and hit me in my mouth with my phone. The cameras were right there. That is conspiracy. They conspired. It's organized crime. And then to hide the cameras and do all that shit, I helped get them up and get them working right. I communicate with the Surveillance company all the way along the way. The owner of the surveillance company was in a car accident, had been away from the job and in bed for 2 months. He called me back and got on the phone. He said, "Look, if there's if information is used in an eviction, I would have to come in and extract it. No one has called for an extraction. They called 3 times for a reset. I think they thought the reset was going to start things over. And the dates that I got from the reset corresponded with my attacks or my door. You know? The judge said give them a key. Just for them to come in and leave me a death threat. This is sick. You know? I need this fixed tomorrow. I'm going to be leaving you probably 4 back to back. This messes with my stomach. She really don't know what's going on. They're forging. Somebody wanted me dead, dude. Anybody comes to this door, they're dead. They come to this door, I'm killing them. Then I'm going to jump over from the 3rd floor down. Because I think that warrant's still there, and I'm not going downtown for they fucked up bitch shit. I ain't proof myself for that fucking bitch shit. If I'm going to go downtown, I'm going to go downtown for something fucking real. Somebody trying to fuck over my baby. I'll go for something real. Not for no bullshit. Somebody that made up to hide some shit for the bitch that want to do her job, Ron. Because she didn't want to do a job. All I should do is call and say, well, you know what? Y'all gotta come back because I can't hold this off. Garbage bags up, the place went bad. And then she gets a promotion. What? I didn't even like working out there. Because it's stupid. Having to prove yourself all the time. Being challenged all the time. You know, it's crazy. What are they doing? What did they do with my baby's name? Now I'm more concerned. With what did they do with it. That loan packet, from the beginning, none of those signatures were mine. You know, when I signed them, the first thing I said is, I never sign anything and walk out without a copy. I said, I need a copy of that. And they told me, well, I can't copy them now because I have to go through it, make sure everything is okay, it's not a fun. I said, but you just told me you went over it and everything is okay. Why did I sign it if you don't know for sure if everything is okay? You know, and I got the key now. So when he called me, well, I called a couple times for it. When I finally got it, it was like 7 days later. And it was stapled, folded in half and stapled. And I didn't bother to look at it. I just put it in my safe. And when this crap started going on, when I got my first set of documents, I looked at them and I looked at my brother and I said, this ain't my signature. I went through every single one of them. I called my daughter, my oldest daughter, and I said, I can't get in touch with Tressa, but I'm screenshot the signature and see if you have anything laying around and tell me, is this her signature? Because I know that these aren't mine. But tonight, I found her paperwork from Portland State University. Those aren't her signatures either. Those are forged documents. Where's our documents that we signed? And what are they doing with our names? They served Rosalind, that was in 329 at the yards. She lives here in this building now. I've seen her only twice. That's how often I even see. When I first moved in, she came to me and said, Jamila, somebody brought me this and told me that there was an eviction notice on that door. She lived lived here December, and I moved in June. So that's what they're doing? You move out and get a place, and then they take the original documents or the forged documents and do another eviction? What are they doing, Senator? What? I was in real estate, but I never did property management, but it's not making sense to me. I'm used to living in a house too, whether it's written or whatever. But none of this is making sense. I have a copy of her eviction, and it stated as if they really kicked her out. She had planned to move here. It was waiting for her. I had planned to move here. It was waiting for me. But I went ahead through no, I'm not going to take no agreement. I'm going to see what's going to happen all the way to the end. I made sure my baby, because the derogatory stuff always came in the name. I made sure my baby wasn't on it. I made them go back and take it off after they tried to slip it in. And then how can they file it? And then she ended up still with it? Okay, it's been almost a year. I'm thinking they filed it as if it was never, I think they filed it separate. Now I'm trying to figure out when it was filed, so I have to order original documents. Nobody should have to go through this, Senator. Your people that you're supposed to be looking over ain't doing shit. See, Strauss ain't saying a damn thing. Because she's trying to implicate, she's trying to trickle down thing. You know, I ain't got time for that games. You know, before mother played, back in the day, don't like play with nobody's kids. You tell them motherfuckers to back off my baby and back off my world. I'm going forward. And I don't have time for this bullshit. No, I don't have time for it. I had a client that died from radon, home for property. When I attack that, dip into that, I might get blown up. While y'all watch. Let me get off here.